Good evening, everyone. Hello. It's so brilliant to be here. I've been watching all the stuff in the sound checks, and everyone is just so exceptional, and it just feels like a real privilege to be part of this lineup. And the whole day with all the new songs, it felt so positive. So I feel a little bit bad that this song is so negative. It's sleazy, and it's sneaky, and it skulks about. It's from a musical called Jocasta, which is, it takes the story of Oedipus. I know it's got hit written all over it, and puts it into the 20th century. But in this case, it focuses on the mother rather than the son, just to really eke out the tragedy just as much as you can. But there are some light parts as well. And it talks about a society on the brink of populist rule, and it sees a quite naive socialite becoming a political icon before being swallowed up by the tragedy of events. So the song itself is called Pulling the Strings. It's delivered by her brother, Robert Creon, who is a manipulative political thinker who spends the whole show trying to get everyone under his thumb and get himself, maneuver himself into the position of most power and influence. So in this point, he's having a quiet moment to really bask in his cleverness and really enjoy all his cold-blooded achievements. And to sing the song is the amazing Gerard, Carey, who's joined us quite short notice. So thank you so much. So yes, Gerard, Carey singing Pulling the Strings. Thank you very much.
Just adjust this for a shorty. Some children have imaginary friends. Not me. As a boy, all I could see were imaginary enemies. As the others played their games, I was learning all the names of every strain of each disease that brings our species to its knees. I examined all the tiny things, their tiny flies, their tiny wings, their little lives, their little limbs that came apart upon my whims. But as I grew and fell so hard beneath the bullies of the schoolyard, who saw me as a tiny thing, a tiny fly with tiny wings, I learned to turn invisible, to lurk behind the powerful, and I soon rose up through the school because I knew which strings to pull. And oh, years later, I'm the power behind the throne. That's mine and mine alone. I'm pulling the strings. And oh, those bullies were the first against the wall. The teachers too, I showed them all. I'm pulling the strings. Who needs a spotlight when you got the shadows and the little gallows near? I always wanted a career as a puppeteer. Hear them jingling and jangling, I might just leave you dangling. Don't check the papers, they don't refer to me. I much prefer to be just pulling the strings. I wouldn't want my name in an encyclopedia. I control the media, I'm pulling the strings. Keep your facts, cause I've got my opinions. All of my dominions are here. I always wanted a career as a puppeteer. Hear them jingling and jangling, pray I don't stop tangling. Pulling the strings. Pulling the strings. Pulling the strings. Keep your facts, cause I got my opinions. All of my dominions are here. I always wanted a career as a puppeteer. Here's a tip, don't give me lip, or I might start to snip, snip, snip. Power and its entourage are such a fitting camouflage, cause I'm the one who's really in charge. I'm pulling the strings, pulling the strings, pulling the strings.